happen when you kick off after dark. The crowd has this place jumping already. It's the Trojans. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Trojans offense will go on the attack first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Give to the fullback. Got the first down. Turning it on. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for the edge. First down, he'll keep it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Right side, it's Crowder. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Looking for a man. It's Hoskins. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And, David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen. So can he make plays? Can he make those guys miss and still be the engine of this offense? We've got a tremendous matchup today.
Pulls it in. It's Little. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he got loose. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Keeps it, looking for the edge. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Mays. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Did he get that foot down? He did! Touchdown!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Past the 6. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second and long here. Sees an alley. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Trojans will have it first and 10. Keeps it himself. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Pulls it. Quarterback keep. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Knocked down immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 2, set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mays. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is on its way. Looking for room. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll keep it again on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Under pressure. Escapes the sack. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Nice move to keep running.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Gets the back moving. Using his legs, it's Crowder. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Hoskins. He's got it down the middle. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Excellent path by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense and plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score.
Number 2, set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quick give. It's Curry. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Moves the pocket. It's Mays. Finds his man down the middle. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Little. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Jukes his way for more. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air, it's Mays. Out wide left, it's Williamson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Beck's going for the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 82 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, it's Crowder. He's past the sticks. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Reading the option, it's Hoskins.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They'll send the back in motion. Uh-oh, look out. Enough to move the chains. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On the option. Got an alley. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect the run, they stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Hoskins. Oh, pressure's coming. Still on his feet. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
He'll do it himself. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They'll run it. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Little. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Curry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williamson. Good, strong tackle.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Right side, it's Little. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
On the RPO, got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mays. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to the big tight end. And it's caught for the touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 15, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Bought a little time, lets it go. In traffic, it's Crowder. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Hauls it in down the sideline. Smashes through the tackle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Number 2, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Curry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Mays. He tries to take the top off. Finds a spot in the middle. Off and running. The tag. All the way in for the touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Lots of running room. At the 20. Touchdown Trojans. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Number 8.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that.
Number 2, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mays. Got his man down the middle. Mays to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, gonna throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's lofted toward the sideline and intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success. But, man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
That's caught. It's Cotton. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. Two quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to set the tone with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Red pass, it's complete. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Sets his feet. It's Mays. He's got the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Curry. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He'll do it himself. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
2nd and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curry. Defense all over it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mays. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Quick spin on the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? See some running room. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Crowder. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Churns into the pile. Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Number 2, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Curry. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mays. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulls it looking for a crease. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Got a little grass. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Running the option. It's Hoskins. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Hoskins. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Option look. It's Hoskins. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Made a defender miss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 2, set to kick it away.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Brings up second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
For wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mays. Turns it upfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. based on what we've seen, if you like offense, this is the game for you, and we've got a big fourth period waiting. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the run, it's Curry. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it in the middle, it's Little. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Mays. Fighting for it, it's Williamson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Straight ahead, it's Curry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Look out! Find some time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up and plucked it.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd and long here. Looking for the edge. Pulls it on the option. Leaves it in his belly. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the fullback. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
One thing you know with this guy, fullback, he's not going to fumble the football, and I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the 4th quarter with the lead.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Fullback's got it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Keeps it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
They boot it away. Looks it in. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a man. It's Mays. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And he looks a little frazzled. And listen, I know he's been rushed and he's been hurried a little bit, but man, big mistakes. You know, 3 interceptions today. It's hard to win football games with your quarterback making mistakes. And right there, just careless, floating off the back foot. He's got to tighten up those details.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They'll run the screen. Racing to the right. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And they get to him behind the line, it'll be a loss of 2.
When you're a defense and they run the triple option, it is exhausting. You literally have to make sure you focus on your guy. They did an unbelievable job taking away the options. Quarterback had nowhere to go with the football. They strung him out towards the sideline. Great positive play by this defense.
Pulls it and runs it again. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Hoskins. Out wide right, it's Crowder. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
The Trojans will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making his first move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Motion from the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. It's caught. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They'll move the wide receiver. Driven back.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to pass. It's Mays. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Fields the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Pulls it in. It's Riddle. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing. Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display. Quick step and go. Might have a chance. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Long way to go on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. They were all over it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoskins. On the move. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Great job of spatial awareness and understanding the situation of the game, too. Down in a 2-minute situation with no timeouts, somehow, some way, you have got to get out of bounds. Really nice effort there by the receiver.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
2nd down to the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Going to look downfield again. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge 3rd down, and somebody's got to step up and make the play.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.